Hello and welcome to Geekling Creations YouTube channel. Doing something a little different today. We're posting a video on homesteading in Fallout 76. Jacqueline Whalen, artist and owner of Geekling Creations, and myself, her mom, often play Fallout 76 together, and one of our favorite activities is homestead building. Now the three that we're looking at today are all on nature trails just east of Flatwoods. The nice thing about these camps is they're all augmented by either pavilion buildings or nature trails. So here's the first property before it's been developed. You can see how clean that pavilion really is. And here's the finished camp. Nice little guard shack, completely enclosed by that new fencing with barbed wire along the top. I guess maybe it's called razor wire, I'm not sure. Anyway, you can see how nicely you can get even on all of these levels. No problem putting this fencing together at all, which is nice for a change. No finagling necessary. Here's a little camp I put out here on the ledge. Okay, and time for the tour. Alright, the first thing we're going to see here is the new chicken coop. Oh my god, I was so excited for this chicken coop. It's so cute. You hear the little chicken sounds. The only thing that's missing are chicken eggs, because the only thing these chickens apparently produce is fertilizer. I had really hoped for eggs. Maybe some egg soufflés, some scrambled eggs. Just anything with eggs. But no, not to be. Maybe they're going to add it later, I don't know, but I really feel like the chicken should give you some eggs. Okay, here's a little store access right here. And a look at the courtyard at night. Lovely. Here's a little before and after shot of the inside of the common areas here. So here you can really appreciate the scope of this building. There's so much space, yet because you have the extra resources, you can really fill it in and make it look lived in. Like, these spaces look really usable. Alright, the next thing I'm going to show you here is where the new buildings join up with the existing structure. You see those stairs right there to your right. And I'm not going to lie, it's pretty tricky to get the foundations lined up with this building, but well worth it for the result. And the use of that fencing there as an open wall in the workshop area, I think, is just fantastic. Again, I love that fencing. Okay, the next thing we're going to see here is this nice rose-colored lighting, which you can get a much better idea of at night, but we're going to pan up here and see the little individual lights, which are included right under your lighting. The only problem with this, they need the outdoor wire connectors, which I suppose you could do indoors too, but it would take a little more work. Hello, Beckett, you handsome devil. He serves up a mean drink. Okay, we're going to take a quick look back here behind the bar. You can see I've used the rug trick here to fill up this shelving unit. Put a nice little Kagensteins right behind Beckett, so when you order you get that bar feeling. And now we're going to head up to the living quarters. Nice and cozy. Love the red rocket booth. Again, I think I always go for smaller living quarters because you can decorate it to make it look so much cozier and lived in. Now I've added a shot here of Jacqueline and I just napping on these bunk beds. The only way to do that is to add a sleeping bag to the top, which was done after the initial video here, but here's a photo of us. Okay, quick jaunt through the bathroom and onto the roofs. There is a sink back there behind the door. I don't want you to think we don't wash our hands here. Gorgeous view. And just a look over into our courtyard. All right, one last thing to show you here. The newest fireplace secret door. And there's little writing on the wall, "Speak friend," which gives you a hint that there's a secret door here, if you're a Tolkien fan. And here it is, the secret gaming bunker. Again, I later added the sleeping bag to the bunk beds. As long as you've got the extra ceiling space, I highly suggest adding the sleeping bag so that you truly have usable bunk beds. And there's a shot of Jacqueline and I again. There you can see the sleeping bag and Jacqueline. And off we go. So that's build number 1. And just a quick parting shot of the courtyard area. Now heading just a little bit south, we're truly neighbors here. As neighborly as you can get with the constraints. Now here's the undeveloped property, and you can see that this pavilion has a lot more damage to it. Not so much in the structure, but with just the debris and the leaves and broken parts of picnic tables. Now this little area right here is where her living area is going to sit. You're going to see that she uses the right-handed rail as a shelving unit when we see the finished building. Ah yes, and here's a lookout complete with corpse and duffel bag. And there's a far view of the finished campsite. We're going to head to this concession stand here. Brew house and kitchen. All of the amenities. Jackie had to do a little bit of maneuvering here to ensure that all of the crafting and shelving units were usable. And they are. Even in these closed quarters, so you can manage to fit quite a bit of equipment in. Okay, and here's the pavilion area with added entertainment and seating. Alright, now we're going to enter the living area, and you're going to see that the handrail is worked into the structure as a shelving unit here to the right. And you can see as that walkway takes a turn, Jackie has added an angled wall. The nice thing is now this is a completely enclosed area, so you don't have to worry about scorched getting in here. Nice little garden area. Okay, we're just going to hop up here and show you that there's an air testing station here on top of this building. And Jackie's added a nice little lookout. All right, an entire workshop has been fit into this space. Oh, and there's the legs of that sad man over there. And off we go. And there we are, all closed in and cozy. And here we are with the chef at work. Jacqueline likes to leave a little bag of food here for passing travelers. There is a vending machine that is accessible through that window that serves up food items. Okay, and there's Jackie's coffee station. No home should be without one. And there is the second property. Okay, we're going to head to the final build, which I have to say is my favorite build I've done so far on Fallout. And it's built right on the nature trail walkway here. There are so many levels on this walkway and so much potential to get really creative with your building. The other effect of having all of these levels is it gives the illusion that your camping area is so much larger than it really is. And we've got a few built-in first aid kits too. Okay, we're going to see the before and the after. And we are about to tour the Jane Goodall Science and Nature Center. Big shout out to Jane Goodall and a great big shout out to science. And here's our nice vending area. And you see when I added the geodesic dome right over the top, kind of mirroring the shape here. We are about to enter the main lodge. And the first thing we're going to see when we walk in is the information desk. And then to the right will be the caretaker's bedroom. Cozy little room with all the amenities. And a stock of toilet paper. Okay, and here we are in the main lodge. So you can see this room is just full of educational materials, learning tools. There's the cryptid identification chart with plenty of taxidermied examples of wildlife, very much the nature center of my youth. Sans the cryptids. We even have some jarred, scorched specimens there on the opposite wall. Everything you need to know about the New World. Okay, and here we are on the outside deck. Nice little sniper's perch here. And upstairs we go. Okay, and there's our vitamin D center. And a look at the view. Here's our complete outdoor kitchen. Along with a fully equipped workshop area. There you can see the pavilion on the hill. Alright, and here we have our nuclear generator room / bathroom / guest bedroom. Heck, it's the safest room on the property. Okay, now we're going to head up to the Botanical Geodesic, which has been retooled as a settler waypoint or hostel, complete with bunks and living quarters. Still with plenty of plant life, botanicals. Quick look out the window here. I know, no door here, but for some reason you can't really get a door to fit out on this dome. At least not where I have it placed. Okay, now we're going to jump right down to the next level. And here's our outdoor bar area. Little bullet exchanger. Music nook. There's Beckett's comfy chair. And there is Beckett. Here I've added some lightning bugs, which is a really cool effect at night. You can't really appreciate it in the daylight, but it really does pop at night. And that completes our tour of the Jane Goodall Nature Center. I hope you've enjoyed the campsite tours. We have a few others to show you, but I'll be doing those as separate videos. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them, and certainly subscribe.